Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here, and today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Soul of Chogokin GX-46, Dygenguar, and Aubenseiter. Aubenseiter comes from the Super Robot Wars universe and made his first appearance in Super Robot Wars Alpha 3. Aubenseiter is also part of the DGG, or the Dynamic General Guardian series, and is piloted by Rostel Fiendschmecker. Now in the comments below, please let me know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. I'm absolutely sure I am not. But nonetheless, Aubenseiter is a fantastic Chogokin here. Aubenseiter has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, some pretty good articulation, some fantastic diecast content, and a very nice, very neat, very cool, and very amazing transformation gimmick. So first, let's check out Aubenseiter's accessories. Okay, let's check out Aubenseiter's accessories. So Aubenseiter comes with 2 cannons, 2 additional pairs of hands, and 1 individual hand. So first, let's check out Aubenseiter's hands. Okay, so let's check out Aubenseiter's hands. So the first pair of hands we'll look at is Aubenseiter's holding hands here. So these are definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool here. See if we get some focus going on. So the hand here is definitely cool. It's very well sculpted and very mechanical and robotic-like here. A very nice sculpt. Nice detailing going on in the inner palm, so definitely cool there. Now how these hands attach, these are pretty much a lot easier and simpler than Dygenguar's hands. And all you have to do is the same system involving a ring. So here we have Aubenseiter's hand here, and it's actually in a ring. So all you have to do is just remove the ring here from the hand, because the ring actually slides over the adjoining piece here. So we'll grab the holding hand here. All you have to do, slide that ring over top. That's it. Then grab Aubenseiter here. So we have him. Let's see if we can make some space here. So pull his arm out right there. So we have Aubenseiter's hand here. See if we can get some focus going on, get some room going on here. So all you have to do is just hold down, wiggle this out, and I typically just kind of try and slide these hands out because I don't want to stress any joints on the figure here. But there's a ball joint peg here for Aubenseiter's hands to be replaced. So just grab that there, and we're going to actually just push that on there, slide it on. And it doesn't necessarily click into place, but just slide on so you can't go any further. So now we have Aubenseiter with his holding hand. So definitely cool here. Definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So that's pretty cool right there. So the next pair of hands that Aubenseiter comes with are his open hands. So they're definitely very cool, very well sculpted. And one thing to note, this metallic gray that's on the hands, it actually pops much like the Ultra Act Ultraman figures. That silver metallic, it's silver, but not quite metallic, but nonetheless, it still pops, so definitely cool here. So it comes off a little dull in the camera, but in person, it's definitely pretty vibrant, so definitely cool here. And that attaches the same way. So the last hand that Aubenseiter comes with, and there's only one of these, are his, I will say, pistol or saluting hand here. And I guess this is part of his signature kind of trademark pose, so it's definitely cool here. Very mechanical. Very nice paint application, a fantastic sculpt here. As you can see, no details have been spared. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. This is pretty cool. So next, let's check out Aubenseiter's guns. Okay, so now let's check out Aubenseiter's cannons. So Aubenseiter's cannons here are definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. They have a fantastic sculpt and a fantastic paint application going on here. So these are definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool here. Once again, you know, on camera, this red might seem a little bit dull, but in person, it's actually very vibrant. So it's definitely cool here. Same goes for the gold on this bayonet piece, I guess we'll call that. So definitely cool here. Now, one thing to note, this cannon is actually articulated, and it has 2 reasons for that. First and foremost, you can pull each joint out. So this side of the cannon, you just kind of pull out. And on the other side, you kind of pull out also. And this can actually fold up. And this is meant to be stored on Aubenseiter's back when not in use. So it's pretty cool. So if anything, you don't have to put Aussenseiter's accessories away. You can just attach them to his back if you don't have any room on your shelf. So definitely cool here. But one reason why these cannons are actually articulated is because they play a role in the transformation. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. But to fully assemble the cannon to allow Aubenseiter to hold it, all you have to do is flip it over here. You have this piece here. Just open this up. Flip that back as far as you possibly can, and then the actual handle for the cannon here is inside. And there's a peg kind of have to pull on to slide it out. And at times it can be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to see if I can get that out of there. There we go. Just got to, pull down and slide it out. So there you have the cannon ready to be held and fired. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool here. Definitely cool. And one thing to note, the hands definitely grip this cannon securely, but also they have added a couple of extra pieces to give you added support for the cannon. Now, one thing, the cannon is very light. It's not die-cast or anything like that, so it doesn't weigh down the arm or the hand, but they just kind of included two pieces for extra support for the cannons here. So these two small pieces here, it's just these two pieces like this. Let's see if we can zoom in. It's a very small and delicate piece here. Get some focus going on. Just a small piece that actually pegs into a hole in Aussenseiter's shoulders to hold the cannon. So it's pretty interesting here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show that on the figure here. So I already have one of them installed on Aussenseiter's shoulders here, if you can see that. Some light going on. So the piece, let's see, is actually right here, so it's on the shoulder, and it gives it extra support for the cannon, but not that it's heavy or anything like that. And actually the hole port is just underneath the shoulder here. See if we can demonstrate that over on this side. And if you can see that, there's actually a hole right here. So it's pretty cool. And then how this all works out, all you have to do is grab the cannon here, and in the back there are actually two slots to slide into these little supporting pieces here. So if you can see the two slots in the back. So those two slots here will actually slide in to that supporting piece. So all you have to do, we'll just go ahead and grab Aubenseiter here and just kind of slide that on, and it will click into place. It seems like a little shallow hold, but it does click into place once you have it in there. At times, even this can be a little bit difficult to get in. So let's see if I can get that on the first try. And I think I did. So definitely cool here. Let's see, I have to excuse me just for one moment because Aussenseiter's flame fell out. Let's see. There we go. So now we have Aubenseiter with the extra support for his cannon. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool here. So let's see. So you have the actual added support here. So it's on there pretty firm and snug. You can just bring the hand up and make it attached to the cannon. So definitely cool here. So a lot of cool accessories and very nice pieces here that go along with Aubenseiter. So definitely cool. So now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the Aubenseiter figure itself. Okay, so now let's check out the Aubenseiter figure itself. So Aubenseiter has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, some pretty good articulation, and some very nice, very neat, very cool, and very satisfying diecast content. So first, let's start with the articulation, and we'll begin with Aubenseiter's head. So Aubenseiter's head here is on a ball joint. We'll go ahead and get some focus going on there. So his head's on a ball joint, and you have a pretty good range of movement going on here. So you can look to the left, you can look to the right, you can look up a little bit and look down a little bit. So it's pretty cool there. A very nice range of movement. So here on his shoulders, these discs here are actually removable, and they're also articulated. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I'm aware that he throws these as an attack, but I do not know the proper name for it, so I'm not going to attempt to say it. But still, definitely cool here. So in the arms here, the arms can actually do a 360. Now I have Aubenseiter's cape attached, so it can kind of hinder it and be bumped by the thigh. So you have a very nice range of movement on the arms here, pretty cool. The actual forearms here can rotate around, and then you have that full bend here on the elbow. So you got a nice, very nice double jointed elbow there. So it's definitely very cool and pretty unique for a Chogokin. So definitely cool there. So, and you'll see this piece kind of slid down. That is part of the transformation, and we'll get into that just a little bit. So in the waist here, Ausenseiter has no articulation in the waist. So, pretty stationary there, and it's all due to the fact this figure actually transforms. And that's why the articulation is somewhat limited, but still it's very good for what it actually does have. So here in the legs here, you have a nice range of movements. You can go very far forward. Let's see, raise this up. You can go far forward pretty much quite a bit. Definitely cool there. The knees bend, a very nice bend here in the knees. Then the feet here actually move, and then the toes are actually articulated on top of that. So you can bend the toes quite a bit. Definitely cool there. Then on the back here, on the heels, Aussenseiter's heels are actually wheels, and they do spin, and they will roll. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. Now, in terms of diecast content for this figure, the diecast is pretty much all in the legs and the center of the body. The arms are plastic, but pretty much this is one big hunk of metal. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. And this figure definitely has a fantastic sculpt and a fantastic paint application going on. Once again, the red and the gold, they seem dull on the camera, but in all actuality, this is very vibrant in person. So it's definitely a very nice, very neat, and very cool figure here. Definitely cool. And these pieces here on the back are meant to hold the cannons. So once you fold up the cannons, you actually slide these on. Like with the same support tab I demonstrated earlier, when supporting the cannon, these slide on and hold in place very firmly. So definitely cool here. So this is absolutely a fantastic figure. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So, with the figure review out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the absolute fantastic transformation. Okay, so now let's check out Aussenseiter's transformation. Now, first and foremost, Aussenseiter's transformation is absolutely fantastic. Aubenseiter's transformation is very nice, very neat, very cool, very complicated, and absolutely fantastic. This transformation gimmick is so very cool, and it's absolutely worth picking up this set just for it alone. Now, for the sake of time, I will be doing a time-lapse video of the transformation. In part 3, I'll be doing a fully explained and very detailed explanation on how to properly transform this figure, because it is very complicated and very time-consuming, but absolutely worth all the work and effort. So first, let's go ahead and transform Aubenseiter. Okay, so now we have a fully transformed Aubenseiter, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, the transformation process for Aubenseiter can be a very long, hard, and tedious process, but in the end, all the hard work and effort pays off to reveal a simply spectacular transformation. This transformation is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So now let's check out Aubenseiter's articulation in this transformed state here. So we'll just pull Aubenseiter close to us, we'll get some light, and we'll get a little bit of focus here. Now, as far as articulation is concerned in Aubenseiter's transform mode here, you have the articulation of the legs can bend out this far, and then the knees actually bend. So pretty cool there. Then in the back here, the legs actually rotate quite a bit, and the back legs here, they can actually bend a little bit, but there's really not much point in doing that, because otherwise, if you bend the back legs, Aubenseiter will become unstable. So, definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So one thing to note, the front leg articulation actually plays into the signature pose that this set can actually hold. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So this transformation here is simply spectacular and is absolutely worth picking up the set for, because it's definitely very cool. So now that we have Aubenseiter fully transformed, let's go ahead and throw in Dygenguar and conclude this review. To conclude the review, Soul of Chogokin GX-46 Aussenseiter is another fantastic release in the Soul of Chogokin line. Aubenseiter has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, fantastic diecast content, some pretty good articulation, and a very nice, very neat, Very cool, very complicated, and absolutely astounding transformation. This set is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend that everyone picks this set up. I do believe it's an absolute must-buy because it is simply spectacular. Also, check out the Super Robot Wars OVAs. They're definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool, and they feature Dygenguar and Aubenseiter, so you can actually see those two characters in action. This concludes part 2 of the Soul of Chogokin GX-46 Dygenguar and Aubenseiter review. Check out part 3 to see how to properly transform Aubenseiter. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.